We're in the most connected time in history, yet loneliness has quietly become one of the most common human experiences. Messages are sent and received instantly. Faces are always within reach on screens. Updates, photos, and opinions move faster than ever. And still, many people feel unseen, unheard, and deeply alone. This is the loneliness paradox. We're surrounded by connection, yet starved for closeness. Loneliness today doesn't always look like isolation. Often it exists in full rooms, busy workplaces, active group chats, and long contact lists. It shows up as the feeling that no one truly knows you, that conversations stay on the surface, that you're present but not fully understood. This kind of loneliness can be harder to name because on paper, life appears full. One reason this paradox exists is that connection has become efficient, but not always meaningful. It's easier than ever to communicate, but harder to be vulnerable. Many interactions are built around performance, sharing highlights, staying agreeable, or appearing fine. Over time, people learn to edit themselves. They share what's acceptable, but not what is true. The result is connection without depth. Loneliness also grows when people feel pressure to handle everything alone. Independence is often praised, but emotional self-sufficiency can quietly turn into emotional isolation. Many people carry stress, doubt, grief, or uncertainty without expressing it, believing they should be able to manage on their own. But did you know that humans were never meant to do life entirely solo? Strength has always included the ability to be supported. Another layer of the paradox is comparison. Constant exposure to curated lives can create the illusion that everyone else is more connected, more fulfilled, more understood. When people compare their internal experience to others' external presentations, loneliness deepens. It becomes easier to believe that something is wrong with you, rather than recognizing that many others feel the same quiet disconnect. Yet loneliness is not a personal flaw. It's a signal. Like hunger or fatigue, it points to a need. The need for real connection. The need to be seen as you are, not as you perform. The need for spaces where honesty is safe and presence is mutual. Loneliness does not mean you lack people. It often means you lack resonance. Resolving the loneliness paradox doesn't require more social activity. It requires a different kind of connection. Fewer conversations where everyone stays guarded. More moments where someone speaks honestly, listens fully, or allows silence without discomfort. Depth matters more than volume. This begins internally. Many people feel lonely because they've learned to disconnect from themselves. They ignore their own emotions, minimize their needs, or rush past discomfort. Reconnecting with others often starts with self-connection, acknowledging what you feel, what you need, what matters to you. When you're honest with yourself, it becomes easier to be honest with others. Loneliness also softens when expectations change. No single person or group can meet every emotional need. Community is built over time through consistency and shared experience. Small moments of genuine connection, a meaningful conversation, a shared struggle, a quiet understanding, they all accumulate. They matter more than dramatic gestures. When experiencing loneliness, it's important to know that you're responding to a world that often moves fast and connects superficially. Wanting depth is not a weakness, it's a sign of emotional awareness. The loneliness paradox will not be solved by more noise. It's eased by presence, by honesty, by choosing depth over distraction, even when it feels vulnerable. In doing so, connections slowly become real again, not louder, but truer. Some voices in life cut deeper than they should. A comment, a tone, a careless opinion delivered with confidence can leave a mark. But when you look closer, you start to see a pattern. The ones who are secure, the ones who've built something, the ones still climbing with purpose, they're rarely the ones throwing stones. The strongest people you know don't spend their time tearing others down. The ones who've earned success understand how hard the climb is, and they don't mock someone who's still finding their footing. For example, the wealthy don't criticize those who are trying to build wealth. They remember the long nights, the risks, the mistakes, the uncertainty. They know the cost of improvement. So when they see someone taking their first small step, their instinct isn't to judge, it's to encourage. The fit person in the gym isn't laughing at the beginner who's out of breath. They've lived that struggle. They've been the one trying to push through discomfort and insecurity. The people who are genuinely ahead want others to rise. It's only the ones who feel behind who try to drag others back. Criticism can hurt because it feels personal, but most of the time it's not about you. It's a mirror of someone else's fears, insecurities, regrets, or the goals that they abandoned long ago. When someone is unhappy with their own effort, they look for flaws in others. When someone feels stuck, they point out where someone else is still struggling. Hurt people hurt people. And the more you notice it, the less power their words have over you. This doesn't mean criticism won't sting, it will. But seeing the source clearly gives you space to breathe. It gives you room to respond differently. Instead of collapsing under someone else's judgment, you learn to step back and ask a simple question. Would I ever say something like that to someone who is trying? If the answer is no, then their voice doesn't belong in your path. And this understanding stretches beyond fitness and finances. Students who are striving don't mock others for asking questions. Parents who are doing their best don't tear apart those who are still learning. Leaders who are growing don't belittle those who are taking their first shot. People who are committed to their journey rarely waste their energy belittling someone else's. It's the bystanders, the ones on the sidelines who jeer. It's the ones who've convinced themselves that effort is pointless who try to make it pointless for you too. They criticize because they're threatened by the possibility of someone else doing what they didn't. They criticize because it's easier to judge than to try again. Recognizing this truth doesn't remove the pain, but it adds context. And context brings comfort. You stop internalizing every comment as a measure of your worth. You stop bending yourself around opinions that were never grounded in understanding. You stop letting someone else's fear shape your direction. Most importantly, you begin to separate noise from guidance. Not all feedback is harmful. Some comes from people who care, who want to help, who want to see you get better. But real guidance feels different. It's constructive, not destructive. It lifts, not crushes. It aims to build, not break. When you learn to listen for that difference, your world becomes quieter and more supportive. The reality is, the moment you try to grow, someone will say something. It's unavoidable. But their words don't define your capacity, your worth, or your future. They simply reveal where they are on their journey. And once you see that clearly, you can move forward with a steadier heart. You can keep learning, keep building, keep rising, without letting the noise pull you off your path. We don't always see it, but many of us live inside a prison. Not one built with walls or barbed wire, but with silent chains that weigh down our spirit. It's the prison of comparison. It happens quietly, almost without us realizing. You look across the street and see the neighbor with the bigger house. You scroll through your phone and notice someone's vacation in a place you've only dreamed of. You watch a coworker get recognized while you're still waiting for your turn. And in those moments, a whisper creeps in. Why not me? Why am I behind? Why don't I measure up? Comparison is sneaky because it feels so natural. It shows up as ambition, as if by measuring yourself against someone else, you'll somehow climb higher. But for almost all of us, comparison doesn't lift us. It locks us in place. It convinces us that our life is less valuable simply because it doesn't look like someone else's. What we forget is everyone is running a different race. Some people sprint, some walk, some carry heavy loads that you'll never see. The person you're comparing yourself to may be fighting battles in silence. Their smile could be covering pain. Their success might be the result of sacrifices you wouldn't want to make. You see the surface, but not the story underneath. When you measure your worth against their surface, you deny your own depth. You overlook your own victories and you dismiss the path that only you've walked. Comparison also steals the present. While you're busy staring at someone else's lane, you miss the beauty of your own. You miss the progress you've made. You miss the small wins that add up to a life of meaning. If you want to break free from this prison, it starts with awareness. Catch yourself in the act. When you notice your mind drifting into comparison, pause and breathe. Remind yourself, their life is theirs. Mine is mine. There is no finish line that you need to cross before someone else. Exercise gratitude to shift your mindset. Not the shallow kind, but the deep kind. Think of the struggles you've endured and the strength it took to keep going. Think of the people who you love, even in your imperfect moments. Think of the lessons only your life could teach you. Gratitude doesn't erase your ambition, it anchors it. It reminds you that your worth doesn't rise or fall with someone else's story. You need to celebrate your uniqueness. There is no one else on this planet with your exact mix of scars and strengths, dreams and determination. That means your journey can't be compared because it's one of a kind. The prison of comparison may feel strong, but its walls are made of illusion. And illusions lose power the moment you see through them. Step outside those walls. Stop asking, why don't I have what they have? And start asking, what can I create with what I've been given? You are not behind. You are not less than. You are not unworthy. You are simply on your own timeline, carrying your own story, walking your own path. And that in itself is enough. The only life you need to measure yourself against is the one you've been living today and the direction you're headed. When you choose gratitude, when you choose presence, and when you choose to honor your unique journey, you'll discover something powerful. You were never meant to compete. You were meant to be. And in that being, you'll find your freedom. I think we all want to live a long, full life. But the truth is, longevity isn't just about luck or genetics. It's about the choices that you make day in and day out that either add years to your life or quietly take them away. Think of your life like a bank account. Every healthy choice is like making a deposit, and every harmful choice is like taking a withdrawal. Over time, those deposits start to add up, and when you make enough of them, you're not just living longer, you're living better. Longevity isn't just about being alive at 90. It's about being vibrant at 90. It's about having the energy to travel or to play with your grandkids or to chase a dream that you still have. And the best part is you don't have to turn your life upside down. Small, consistent actions have the biggest impact. Start with your fuel. Think of your body as a machine. Even the best machines will break down if they're fed junk. So think of more whole foods, more vegetables, more water, and less processed foods. It's not about perfection, it's about patterns. If most of your meals are nourishing, your body will thank you in the long run. Next, Think about movement, because our bodies were made to move, not just in the gym, but every single day. Think of the little things like stretching in the morning, going for a walk after dinner, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. You don't need a six-pack to be healthy, but you just need to stay active long enough to remind the muscles, the joints in our heart what they're here to do. Then there's rest. You can eat all the kale there is, you can walk all the miles you want, but if you're living in a constant state of exhaustion, your body is quietly burning out. Sleep is when the body repairs, it rebuilds and resets. Protect it, guard it like it's gold, because it is. And let's not forget about stress, because chronic stress is one of the fastest ways to shorten your lifespan. And I know that we can't eliminate stress altogether, that is not reality, but we can learn how to manage it. Breathe deeper. Say no to things that drain you. Laugh more. Spend time with people who uplift you rather than bring you down. And finally, wake up with a little bit of purpose. The people who live the longest aren't just healthy in body, they're healthy in mind. They wake up with something to look forward to. Maybe it's a project, maybe it's volunteering, maybe it's learning something new. Purpose keeps your mind sharp and your spirit alive. Here's the thing, longevity is a daily choice. It's not a someday goal. It's choosing water over soda. It's walking instead of sitting still for hours. It's going to bed early instead of scrolling late into the night. All of these things start to stack up. You don't have to overhaul everything all at once. Pick one thing, add an extra glass of water, add 10 minutes to your walk, go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Let one win start to create momentum, and then stack the next win on top of that. A long, healthy life isn't built in one moment. It's literally built in the thousands of choices you're making. So ask yourself, what choice can I make today that my future self will thank me for? Your future isn't waiting for some big, dramatic transformation. It's being shaped today by the small choices that you're making. And the sooner you start making better choices, the more life you'll get to live. Not just in years, but in quality. Longevity isn't about counting days. It's about making your days count. And that starts right now. You were never meant just to blend in. You were never meant to follow the exact path someone else walked. You were never meant to copy or change just to make other people comfortable. You were born to stand out. However, the world constantly pushes us to compare, to compete, to fit the mold. And that choosing to be yourself can feel like a risk. And we get caught to try and be like them, whoever they are. The ones who seem to have it all figured out. The ones with more followers, more success, more everything. So we start changing ourselves, our voice and our style. Not because we want to, but because we think we have to. But the reality is your uniqueness is your power. See, nobody on this earth has your story. Nobody has your exact perspective, your combination of strengths and struggles, and your flavor of creativity. And that thing you hide because you're afraid it's weird or different, well, that might be the exact thing someone else needs. That could be the light that inspires someone else to shine. Standing out doesn't mean shouting louder than everyone else. It means being bold enough to show up as you truly are. It means honoring your voice, your gifts, and your path, even if no one else gets it at first. Think about the people who've made a real impact in the world. The ones we remember, the ones who changed something. They didn't follow the crowd, they broke the mold. They chose to be different, and they did it on purpose. But in order to do that, it takes courage, it takes patience, and it takes trust that being yourself will take you further than pretending ever could. If you're ready to live your authentic self, start by paying attention to the things that light you up. What do you really care about? What excites you? What feels meaningful to you, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else? Stop apologizing for your differences. Stop hiding your quirks, your passions, your opinions. Stop muting yourself to avoid judgment. You weren't made to be a copy. You were made to be an original. Your environment should be with people who see you, who appreciate you, not in spite of your uniqueness, but because of it. And if you don't have those people yet, keep being you. The right ones will find you. But you don't need people to validate your dreams, and you don't need the world to agree before you take your next step. The life you're building is yours, so own it. And when the self-doubt creeps in, remind yourself that blending in might feel safe, but it won't lead you to where you want to go. Your future isn't becoming like everyone else. Your future is in becoming fully yourself. Your uniqueness isn't something to fix. It's something to celebrate. Because it's your fingerprint. It's your gift. It's your edge. So go ahead, be bold, be brave, and be you. You ever look around and feel like everyone else is ahead of you? Like your friends are getting promoted, buying properties, building something big, and you're still trying to figure it out. Now it's easy to feel behind, but you're not behind. You're just on a different timeline. Life is not a race, and it's definitely not a straight line. We all start in different places, face different battles, and learn different lessons at different times. Some people hit their stride early, others take a little longer. And guess what? That's okay. That's real life. Social media makes it worse. You see someone's highlight reel and compare it to your current view. You see their wins, but not their worries. You see the celebration, but not the struggle. But your path, your timeline, it's yours for a reason. Just because your progress doesn't look like someone else's doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. A flower doesn't grow faster because it's next to another one. It blooms when it's ready, and so will you. We've been fed this invisible checklist. Graduate by 22, career at 25, married at 30, kids by 32, retire by 65. But that checklist isn't everyone's story. Some people build their dream life at 50. Others find their calling at 19. Some get it right the first time, and some fail 5 times before they figure it out. You're not late to your own life. You're arriving right on time for the lessons, the growth, the purpose that's meant for you. Some seasons feel like nothing's happening. You feel stuck, still, confused. But even when it feels like nothing is moving, you are growing. Every time you get back up, every time you stay kind in a storm, every time you choose not to quit, that's progress. Roots grow underground before anything blooms above the surface. And sometimes what feels like a delay is just preparation. Here are 4 ways to stop feeling behind and start owning your path. Number 1, unfollow the noise. If someone's content constantly makes you feel less than, well, mute it. Not because of jealousy, but because of your peace. Number 2, write your own definition of success. What does your version of a good life look like? Is it peace, purpose, travel, family? Define it so you stop chasing someone else's. Number 3, celebrate small wins. Because progress isn't just about the big moments. It's showing up, being honest, growing quietly. Every little step counts. And number 4, talk kindly to yourself. You're not lazy. You're not a failure. You're learning. You're growing. You're doing the best you can with what you know. And that counts. Your time is coming, so stay ready. Life isn't a race, it's a rhythm. And your rhythm is beautiful, even if it doesn't look like anyone else's. You're not too old, you're not too late, you're not behind, you're becoming. And when your moment comes, when the pieces click and the doors open, it'll be worth every slow step, every quiet day, and every lesson along the way.